Brandon, may have come nice to have a couple of days off. What was it like getting back into it today? Obviously, pretty long practice. Game's coming up.
Good, it's always good to reset the mind, reset the body. Everybody came in, they had a mindset of wanting to get better today. Fresh legs, so we were making a lot of shots. We went over some execution, so today was good.
6 preseason games are on the high end, certainly of a preseason schedule. You don't really see that too often anymore. I know you didn't play in all of them, but having those extra reps,
Yeah.
do you feel like that was something that was productive for this team, being able to get out there and play real games?
For sure, especially getting that starting 5 out in the last game, but it was more helpful for me, having a chance to get on the floor and play against other competition since it's been so long. It was helpful to see where I was as a player and how I want to continue to get better with this new team.
You were pretty excited, when we talked about Vegas about where you were, where this team could get. And now you've had a long time to work together. And has anything changed? You still see this team as having a lot of upside, a lot of potential to play off that team.
For sure, I'm looking forward to it. I think the good thing is everybody's eager to learn every single day. As long as we come in with that mindset and attitude, we'll continue to get better. You see how hard we work on the defensive end, so we just tidy up some things on the defensive end and work on our execution on the offensive end, staying poised. I think we'll continue to get better.
One of the things that this team really struggled with last year is clutch situations, late and close games. I would imagine that's one of the reasons why they were really excited to go out and get you. We saw the ball in your hands at the end of that game on Friday. How much do you, as a player, as a competitor, embrace those types of things?
That's what we work out for. Things that we dream of growing up, either like Kobe Bryant and other players. We relish for the moments right there, so I get excited for it. I know it's a chance to have a lot of poise and see who's open on the basketball floor. Maybe the play isn't always for me, but just having an opportunity to know what's going on.
What do you notice differently about playing in Darko's offense in particular as compared to the previous coaches that you played under?
Well, the pace is a lot different.
Okay.
On the offensive end, we're trying to push the ball as soon as we get it, kind of like the Indiana Pacers. On the defensive side of the ball, we're just attacking and for steals, blocks, and just trying to get defensive stops. So I think the difference is another team is the pace.
But you haven't had that much time to play with Scottie. I think for sure Friday was the best we've seen Scottie play. What jumped out to you about seeing him really bring it?
How ahead of the game he is while he's playing. In that last game, he showed a bunch of his IQ, his passing ability, and his size. He's usually his matchup. He's bigger than the guy that's playing him. So his ability to use his size and his length was definitely on display, and I was definitely happy to see it. I was happy to see it.
How would you rate the intensity of the defensive schemes that Darko has with the ball pressure just constantly happening?
12 out of 10.
Any thoughts on Atlanta? They're a team that has kind of reconfigured itself a little bit.
Well, they have some seasoned guys. Trae Young has been over there for a long time, and he's the leader, the head of the snake. He's going to make sure everybody is involved, and he's going to be aggressive. They added Porzingis, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, who's a good defensive player, a knockdown shooter. Dyson Daniels, defensive player, and Jalen Johnson is coming off an injury. So they have a well-rounded team. We'll have to bring it on the defensive end and execute on the offensive end. I think we'll be ready.
There was an ESPN story about you, and you had talked about how defensively you feel like you guys have everything, and then offensively there are things that need to get expedited. What specifically do you think needs to get expedited?
I think decision making in full court, we've gotten better. Especially looking at clips from last year to this year, we've gotten better in the preseason and in practice. I think when the game slows down, it's just about, our next step is about being patient and letting the game come to us, finding the right execution, setting good hard screens, knowing where the best shot is on the floor. I think that's our next step.
We see IQ, Elijah and Garrett, they're playing one-on-one together. after practice. Would you ever hop into some of those games, and how do you think you would do?
How do I think I'll do?
Yeah.
Trick question. I definitely hop in it. Yeah, when we're not playing every other day, maybe when we got 2 days in between games, but yeah, I definitely hop in.
Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate it.